Hello guys, Joe with Bitraged. So we're back looking at the Bitcoin chart because a lot of you guys have been wondering what's going on with Bitcoin, and so we wanted to give you guys an update. And really, we're running out of support. Breaking 8,500 was a major support level to break, and so we're running out of major support at this point. And really, the next major support level is 6,000. But we do have some areas to watch. We saw it back in February. This daily candle here spiked all the way up here, got shot down, and this held. So 7,200, 7,100 to 7,500 held as support for this run back in February. So that tells us that 7,200, 7,100 to 7,500 is going to be support for us. That is really our last stop on the road to 6,000. So I've told you there are no major support levels left, and we can really illustrate that with a Fibonacci scale. So on the scale, 8,800, right around 8,800, was our last major support level. So retracing to 6,000 to 5,800 to this box in here from 55 to 6,000, retracing to that area is pretty likely at this point because we've broken so much support and the pressure to sell is still so great. And we don't have any major support levels left. There's nothing left. There is 7,100 to 7,500 as support. It's not a super major level of support though, so we likely will see that hold momentarily and see a bounce like we've been seeing, and maybe even some consolidation. We may just run through it and go to 6,000. So you have to watch that area and really see what happens in this box. And it depends on the pressure to sell. So if pressure is really great, we may just run right through that as support and drop to 6. So a really crucial indicator is the 200-day moving average, and we broke it. So we broke through, did some consolidation, came back above, tried to hold above it, couldn't do it, and then finally just broke and went down. That is pretty crucial to make or break. Since we broke it, it tells us the pressure to sell has not subsided at all, and we're still in a very bearish market as we've been for the last couple months. So that is a really crucial level and indicator you want to watch. Breaking that is a serious sign the market is not done with this correction. And it's really interesting to me to see many of the analysts on TradingView now calling for 6,000, and many of these people said that was not possible. When we were running up, many people said a run to 6,000 is not possible. Well, now they're saying that is likely. And that's why you have to zoom out. That's why you have to look at the big picture. That's why you have to look at price action, support and resistance, and not just what is happening in the short term. Really what you want to look at is rejection of price. In this area, 11.5, 11.8, this whole area is obviously major resistance because we couldn't break it 1, 2, 3 times just in this time frame we're looking at. And rejection of price is a really strong indicator to use for price action and to determine the trend. So 9,800, we broke that, came back up to retest, couldn't do it. We couldn't get farther. We saw a strong rejection of a price above that. We got a couple points of rejection here, obviously some consolidation here, which is where we base this off of and even farther back in the chart. And then we come down and 9,300, right about 94, between 93 and 94, we held resistance and a strong rejection of price happened. Now obviously the reverse is also true. So a rejection of price happened here at 8,500. That happened twice. That's why the price ran back up. But since we rejected price at 9,800, now the price has to come back and retest market dynamics. We came down below 9,300, couldn't make it above. Since we couldn't make it above 9,300 again, sell pressure came back in. We dropped to about 77, 76.50, but 7,800 is really what caught us. And that's what you want to look at. You want to look at where the market is rejecting price and where the market is accepting support, because that is the only way you can tell where the market's going. If we accept support, we're going to hold that and we're going to continue. If we reject resistance, we're going to hold that and we're going to continue. It's really that simple. Trading the market should not be a complicated thing. So to recap, we're running out of support levels. It really depends on what happens when we get to 7,200 to 7,500, this box in here. Depends on what happens when we get there. Price could accept that as support, and we could establish that as support and move higher. But you have to watch that and you have to see what the market is doing at that point. If we have a lot of sell pressure breaking through the support we're at right now, which is about 8,000, if selling picks up and pressure really picks up, it's very likely we'll break 7,200 to 7,500, this box, and go back to 6,000, but we'd have to break that first. And it's not a super major level of support, but it is support nonetheless, and so we have to watch it and see what the price does once we get to that level. So real quick before we end this, I'm trading Ethereum and I really like Ethereum, so I wanted to show you the Ethereum chart because that's what I'm looking at quite a bit. So 550 did hold as support for Ethereum for this run here, but really that held because of Bitcoin. Because Bitcoin shot up, that's why that happened. There is not really a level of support at 550. There is only because Bitcoin shot up and established that on the Ethereum chart. But breaking down through 550, we're looking at a box in here. So we're potentially looking at Ethereum priced at 480 from 435, even below that. We'll just say 430 to 480. We're looking for that to be support. Now you do have to watch the Bitcoin chart as well, because as we just noted here, there's not really support in this level for Ethereum. The only reason why this shot back up is because Bitcoin shot up. And so that is important to remember. But if all goes the same way it's going and Bitcoin continues to drop, doesn't turn around, we're going to see Ethereum at 480 to 430 in that box in there. We're going to see an area in there to catch us, as we saw here. So a big spike down, caught us, came back up. So for Ethereum, we've run out of major support as well, and we're looking lower on that chart. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for the video. Hopefully you got some useful information out of this, and you can go look at your chart, find the support, find the resistance, and make those decisions for yourself. If you're new here, you're not subscribed, we'd appreciate you subscribing, liking the video, and commenting. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.